Hi there. My name is Lilivette and this is Flow for Balance. Today we're going to do a flow that is going to focus on our SI joints, our hips, and we're going to make it a great gentle stretch. I hope that you enjoy this. We're going to start on our back. So making your way down onto the mat. Let's go ahead and recalibrate our bodies, coming back to baseline. Shrug your shoulders away from your ears. Taking some deep cleansing breaths, inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. Maybe jiggle the jaw, open and close the mouth, relax the face. Let's get any tension out of that area. Start to take the breath deep down into the belly. Find your Ujjayi Pranayama breath. Start to see if we can connect the breath, the pose, and the intention. So set an intention for your practice, maybe something that you have been thinking about, something that perhaps has been troubling you or something you've been thinking about a lot lately. Go ahead and bring that to the mat. See if you can come to peace, come to a solution as you flow today. Try to keep your intention simple, perhaps one word or a simple phrase that you can come back to with your breath. Bringing your hands onto your hip bones. Tucking your pelvis in slightly. Perhaps going ahead and swaying your hips from side to side and really feeling this movement in your hands. Making sure that your back stays nice and grounded and not arching the back as you do this. Keeping it gentle, keeping it slow. Take a nice deep inhale. On the exhale, open up your arms out to a letter T. Take your feet to the edges of your mat, so making them wider than your hips. Deep inhale, and then go ahead and windshield wiper your legs nice and slowly from left to right. Making that from side to side with your hips just a little deeper now, but still remaining nice and slow and gentle. Connecting the breath to the movement. do a couple more of these. Nice deep inhale, and on the exhale, bringing your feet back, hips width distance apart. Bringing your hands down beside you. Take a nice deep inhale. Start to bring your knees into your chest, and on the exhale, go ahead and grab either opposite hand to opposite wrist or opposite hand to opposite elbow. Flex all 10 toes. Pressing into your shins, creating a compression into your back, really pressing into the mat, into the floor, and at the same time there's a gentle compression in the hips and the SI joint. So if you have a pillow, a couch cushion, a couple of blankets, or a block nearby, that would be great. Take a nice deep inhale, and then on the exhale, go ahead and extend your feet down into the mat. Your knees are facing up toward the ceiling. Bring your hands down beside you. Nice deep inhale, and then on the exhale, let's come into bridge pose. Holding your bridge pose here. You're driving up through the heels. So really pressing, feeling your SI joints here, working as you press up, not opening out the knees out to the side. You're gonna press and feel that left hip and that glute really is gonna squeeze, and then you're gonna feel that your weight shifts from side to side as we change our glute squeezes. So right glute now squeezing. We're going to take turns from side to side, and you'll feel your weight shift from side to side, and your hips are going to shift side to side. Start to add in your breath. Still pushing up as you squeeze your glutes and your body shifts from side to side. One more time each side. And go ahead and grab a block. We're going to go ahead and bring the block underneath that sacrum. We're going to come into a supported bridge pose. I like to take my feet out a little wider than hips width distance apart. I like to make sure that my shoulders are shrugged away from my ears. Bring my arms out to a 45-degree angle and just allow my knees to open out a little naturally here. If you don't have a block, that's okay. If you have a pillow or a bolster, that's fine. A few blankets. You can even have a rolled up mat. If you have an extra mat, you can also use that lengthwise, and that works just fine as well. Lots of different options here. Just allow for your body to just release and relax. Start to think of your intention. Now bringing your knees in line with your hips. Go ahead And maybe extend your left leg out. Take a deep inhale, start to bring that leg in. Exhale as that foot lands. Nice deep inhale and exhale the right leg out. Taking the breath all the way down into the belly. And check in your body, see how you feel. Which side feels better? Which side do you feel perhaps needs a little more attention? Take a nice deep inhale, start to bring that right leg in, and then exhale as that foot lands. Let's go ahead and remove the block, lift up, hold it here in your bridge pose for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then gently bring your hips all the way down. Start to bring your knees into your chest and go ahead and hold each leg individually. We're going to go ahead and flex all 10 toes. Take your right hand and place it on your left leg as well, and just let your right leg kind of float there for a little bit. Really feel the pressure, the weight, the extra weight that you're placing on that left leg, feeling that SI joint really compress here. Take a nice deep inhale, bring your right hand back to your right leg. Start to feel the difference of how that is from this extra weight that came on that left leg. Now let's go ahead and place your left hand on top of that right leg as well. Let's go ahead and balance it out. Find your breath. That pranayama, so important. That life force breath that we have. It's life force energy. One of the 8 limbs that we have, in addition, of course, to our poses and our asana. Combining here our dhyana, our pranayama, and our asana in this practice, our meditation, our movement, and our breath. Nice deep inhale, and then exhale. Let's go back, left hand on the left leg, balancing everything out. And if you can, gently shift side to side here. Take a nice deep inhale and let's release The hands bringing the feet down. Extend your right leg long. Press your left leg into the chest once more. Placing your right hand on top of that left shin, extending your left arm, letter T, nice deep inhale. On the exhale, let's cross that left leg over to the right, looking to the left. Making sure that that left shoulder stays on the mat. Doesn't matter if your leg doesn't go all the way over. If your leg is only this far, that's fine. Remember that there's no such thing as a perfect pose in yoga. Only your pose. It's how you feel. How does your body feel? And that's what we're trying to discover. All the different layers that make up that part of you, right? The core of who you are. Discovering each time you hit the mat, each time you practice, different layers of yourself. Every time you come to the mat and the more you practice, you'll discover more and more of yourself. Take a nice deep inhale, and on the exhale, start to come back to center. Let's place that left foot on the mat. Take a nice deep inhale, start to bring your right knee into the chest. On the exhale, extend your left leg long. Placing your left hand on the right shin, extending that right arm long, letter T, nice deep inhale. And then on the exhale, let's cross that right leg over to the left, looking to the right, or you can stay looking to the ceiling if that is more comfortable for you. And then the breath, smooth the breath out. Try not to let the breath get sticky or staticky. Take a deep inhale, start to bring that right knee back to center. And then on the exhale, let's bring that foot down on the mat. Now turn to whichever side you prefer. And then on the exhale, let's push up to seated. Let's come into Sukhasana, rest easy pose. And normally I would tell you to keep your sit bones nice and grounded as we just go from side to side. What I want you to do here is I actually want you to kind of lift your hip bones from side to side here in this practice. So lifting your hip bones and then lifting side to side. Inhale the arms all the way up. And then exhale, go ahead and cactus the arms. Lifting the heart. Inhale all the way up to the top of the ceiling. And then exhale, bringing your hands down to heart center. Give me 2 breaths here. Go ahead and come onto all fours into tabletop position. And what I want for you to do is I want you to gently lift your knees and lift your hips up from side to side. Come to stillness. Make sure that your wrists are in line with your shoulders, and then turn to look toward your left toes. Keep breathing, don't hold your breath. Take a nice deep inhale, back to center, and then on the exhale, turn to look toward your right toes. Keep breathing, don't hold your breath. Nice deep inhale, come back to center. Then go ahead and extend your right leg long. Take a nice deep inhale. And then on the exhale, let's go ahead and bring that right foot between the hands. And then if you want to take this left knee back a little bit, you can do that. If you have some blocks and you want to bring the blocks beside you, you can do that. Or you don't have to have blocks. It's entirely up to you. You can have them down low, medium, or high. Wherever you are, even if you are just on your hands, I want you to try and take your shoulders and roll them back and down. I like to use my blocks. Blocks tend to make your practice a little stronger. Remember that you are shifting your body forward so that you feel a nice hip flexor stretch on the left side and a deep compression on the right. Take a nice deep inhale, and then on the exhale, we're going to take and turn that left knee, and then you're going to go ahead and take your right knee and point it toward the top of your mat. Your toes are going to be pointed toward the top of your mat as well. You can go ahead and bring your index finger and your thumb together. You're going to roll the shoulders back and down. You're going to bring your hand right against the inner thigh so that your knee doesn't collapse inward. Take a nice deep inhale, and then on the exhale, come into a side lunge. Top hand, bring it up and over, palm toward the back of the room. Come to your level of comfort here. Relax your toes. If your toes are having a death grip with the mat, just lift them and lower them. Take a nice deep inhale and come all the way up. And then exhale, release. You're going to turn back toward the front, flex your toes, come into a half splits pose. Nice deep inhale. On the exhale, come forward. I want you to go ahead and heel toe your right foot all the way over to the left. Come on down into pigeon. Lift up into that back bend. Nice deep inhale, and then exhale. Take it down to your level of comfort. You can even come down onto your block if you'd like. Otherwise, just come on down to wherever you feel most comfortable. Take a nice deep inhale, bring your hands in toward that right leg, and then on the exhale, push up. And let's go on ahead and bring that leg all the way back into tabletop. Before we go on to the other side, what I'd like to do is come into melting heart puppy pose. So bring your hands toward the top corners of your mat, leaving your hips nice and high. Come on down. So for some people, it is really nice to go ahead and bring their chin down and their chest as close as they can to the mat. I have some pretty serious neck issues, so for me that is very uncomfortable. So I just leave my forehead down. So do whatever is best for you. Remember, that is what yoga is about. It's about you. It's not about your neighbor on a mat. It's not about me. It's not about being the most perfect person, because remember, there is no such thing as a perfect pose, and we're not seeking perfection. We're just seeking to progress through our practice and to see how much better we can feel as we continue to practice. Take a nice deep inhale. Start to walk your hands in, and then exhale as you come up. Beautiful. All right. So we're going to do everything on the other side now. So coming back to all fours, I want you to just go ahead and lift your knees so that we kind of warm up that side again. Take a nice deep inhale, and then on the exhale, let's place that left foot between the hands. If you want to take that right knee back a little bit, you can. It's all up to you. Whether you want a block or not as well, it's up to you. I like to have a block because I like to really lift my chest forward and bring my shoulders back and down. Try to keep your shoulders away from your ears as much as you possibly can as well. And deepen the breath, relax your toes. A nice deep inhale, and then on the exhale, come on back. We're going to take that right leg, bring it out and around. That left knee now pointed toward the top, your toes toward the top, index finger and thumb together, your arm is on the inside. We're going to do a side lunge, nice deep inhale, and then exhale, bring it over. If you want to take that right arm up and over, palm faces the back. Try to not let your shoulder and your chest collapse forward and down, but keep everything nice and aligned to the side. How deep you go is entirely up to you. Take a nice deep inhale, come all the way up. On the exhale, take that hand down. Let's go ahead and bring that right knee back over to center. Flex your left toes into half splits pose. Take a nice deep inhale. On the exhale, bring it forward. We're going to take that left foot, heel toe it to the right. Your knee comes down on the left. And we're going to do pigeon on this side. Nice tall lift here for that back bend, and then bring it down to your level of comfort. A nice deep inhale, bring your hands in toward that left leg. When we exhale, you're going to push up. We're going to bring that leg all the way back into our tabletop position. And then I want you to come all the way down into Thunderbolt. We're going to go ahead and we're going to come into a different pose that is similar to Malasana. And we're going to curl the toes under, widen out the legs. You're going to be on your toes, and I'm going to show you what it looks like facing you, okay? So you are on your toes and you are in a balanced position. Excuse me. And then you're going to actually lift up a little and then bring it down. Lift up a little and then bring it down. Let's do that 2 more times. Lift up a little and bring it down. 1 more time. Lift up a little and then bring it down. Awesome. So coming down, we're going to sit with our legs in front of us. And we're actually going to make our hips work for us. It's going to be a little strange. You can have your hands in prayer. You can have your hands in front. We're going to go walking with our hips and our glutes forward. And then bring it backwards. You decide which is going to be easiest for you. We're going to do that 1 more time each direction. And let's go. And bring it back. Coming into Baddha Konasana. Feet to your level of comfort. I want you to really lift your spine nice and tall, holding it there. Pressing your legs down. Take a nice deep inhale, and then exhale, release. We're going to come onto our back. Take a nice deep inhale, bring your knees into your chest, small circles in one direction. take those circles in the opposite direction. So happy baby can be done in several ways. And one of the ways that it can be done is to go ahead and make your SI joints work a little more by compressing it. So you can actually bring your hands in the inside of your arches and guide your knees down. So let's do that, guiding the knees and pushing them down. Holding it there. And then if you want, rocking side to side. As opposed to doing a happy baby where we work on the inner thigh, really working on the SI joint here. Really creating that weight, pushing on the arches of our feet. Take a nice deep inhale, release your feet, bring them together, give them a nice squeeze here. Take a deep inhale, exhale through parted lips, and then take your feet to the edges of your mat. Allow for your knees to fall into one another. Shrug your shoulders away from your ears and bringing your arms to a 45-degree angle. Let's take 2 breaths here. If you have any back issues and you want to stay in this pose, this is actually a great pose to remain in. Otherwise, go ahead and separate the knees. You can also stay here, or you can start to walk your legs out long. And we can start to just allow our breath to go deep down into our bellies. And this is our final Shavasana, our final pose. So thinking again of your intention for this practice, releasing your shoulders and not letting them go up to your ears, releasing any gripping in your hips, allowing for your breath to just travel from the crown of the head to the tips of the toes and back up again. And see if you can follow your breath. See if you can once more make that connection of breath, pose, and intention, remaining in this meditative state for as long as you would like. Remember, you always have that pause button. And even in our lives, as we move ahead, we can actually try to see if we can press a pause button or a reset button whenever we feel we're having a day that is not the best. We can always try to see if we can kind of start our day all over again and do a mental reset. We can't always be in control of everything that happens, but we can certainly mindfully reset our day and how we are going to approach our day with more mindfulness and with our breath, and decide to respond to any situation that we're in, trying not to react to the things that happen, because Life will always happen. Try to just let your body melt into the mat, to release, to let go, and see if you can find some peace and balance, some calm, ease, comfort, and focus. Start to run a thumb up each one of your fingers. Perhaps wiggle your toes or circle your ankles around, whatever feels most comfortable for you. Let's take a deep inhale, bring our arms overhead for a full body stretch. On the exhale, bringing your hands down beside you in full relaxation. And these next couple of breaths, do whatever you feel is most comforting for you, whether it's coming back into happy baby pose or hugging your knees. Whatever you'd like, go ahead and do that.
Exercise reclosed.
Take a nice deep inhale, turn onto your side, and then on the exhale, push yourself up to a comfortable seat. And let's conclude our practice. Let's go ahead and inhale the arms all the way up to the top. On the exhale, if you'd like, you can twist your wrists on the way down, perhaps even shake your hands at the bottom. Inhale all the way up to the top. And then on the exhale, bringing your hands down to heart center, thumbs to sternum. It has been my pleasure serving you today. I hope you feel a sense of peace and calm. The teacher, the light, the love, and the imperfections in me. Honor, acknowledge, and accept. The teacher, the light, the love, and the imperfections in you. Please go out there and spread your light and your joy. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today on Flow for Balance. It's been my pleasure being with you. I hope that you continue to practice with me. Please like, subscribe, and share my channel, and join me for other practices and meditations. Until then, have an